Hey there, Leo. I hope you guys are doing well. I want to go ahead and get into your reading for your August 2020. How are you guys holding up? Happy birthday. Please show me energy for the sign of Leo. What's going on for Leo? Show me good things for Leo. You have the Ace of Swords coming out, Leo. This can be communication from a person, clearing your mind, finding clarity within yourself. Sometimes this can talk about communicating with others, giving speeches and stuff of that nature, but generally it has the energy of communicating with others or receiving communication, which also, through that communication, it brings clarity to whatever it is that you may be dealing with. Show me more for Leo. So in regard to this, Leo, you have the Page of Pentacles coming out in reverse. This might be a situation where maybe you need to communicate. If you're in school for anything, you may need to communicate with an advisor if there's something going on with like a class, if things are falling through, or you're just not having the diligence for something that maybe you thought you did. You may be cutting it out if you like got too many classes, or if you have something that you didn't plan for correctly in school. There's that aspect as well. Let's see here. Some of you, in a romantic sense, some of you may be dealing with cutting somebody out that may be very superficial in your life, or some of you may be cutting out superficial aspects of yourself as well. That's a potential there too. Kind of help somebody grow up, whether it's you or somebody else, that helps somebody grow up and kind of achieve, achieve not being a little turd anymore. Make somebody see people for who they are, not what they are, or not how they perceive them, as far as like superficial pursuits, that type of energy. Show me more for the sign of Libra. I'm sorry, Leo. Leo. The Lion. You have the 10 of Pentacles here. So this card talks about longevity, family life, connections. It talks about inheritance, money, finding more money within your life situations. I'm sorry if like cars go by. I've got my windows open because it's like 90 degrees where I'm at. So I don't like the heat. I don't like the sun. It's beautiful, but it's not good for me. Bottom of the deck, the Ace of Cups coming out with that 10 of Pentacles. So some of you, this is communication from somebody who is part of your family. It could be somebody who is going to be part of your family long term, but there's an aspect here that we need to communicate in regard to somebody's maturity or level of maturity that they are exhibiting or have exhibited in the past. Especially it can also regard to have connection in regard to finances, and how somebody may like have a really poor spending habit issue, or they don't handle their money well. So this may be you or somebody that you're dealing with, but there's a connection here in regard to managing money in a different way that might be more so productive in the future. So saving money, investments, stuff of that nature, finding the correct investments to move towards. You have the 9 of Swords coming out here. So whatever the situation is, but if it's dealing with a person of the family or if it's dealing with finances, this is basically causing a lot of stress and strain on how you experience this. And so you're wanting to correct that issue before it gets out of hand and move forward in a different way. Try not to be too bogged down by this. I feel like you have a lot of positivity in regard to it, but it's just what's going on in your mind in regard to this. The 10 of Pentacles here too, I wouldn't worry too much about money at this point. It feels like money is either stable or on the way to becoming better as well. So with that, you know, and that's going to be based upon what you implement in your life. You know, is this a situation where you need to cut something out where you're spending money? What is it? Yeah, like where you need to look at your finances. You need to look at situations that you might be giving too much to. Like the other day I looked at, what was it? Spotify. I rarely use Spotify right now. Like, what can I cut out? You know, how can you thin the herd when it comes to where your money is kind of being blown? That's what I'm feeling here for some of you. And by doing that, you're going to be able to experience much better outcome. And some of you, it is cutting certain immature behaviors that leave you spending money in a very like haphazard way. That's going to need to be rectified here as well, okay? Show me more for, you have the Emperor coming out in reverse here, Leo. So Aries energy, but the Emperor in reverse is somebody, especially in a financial aspect, they're not good with money. It's somebody who is very haphazard with money. They're reckless. They spend way beyond their means. It's somebody who also is willing to like take money that would otherwise benefit their family. And that's not the easiest type of energy to deal with, especially if you have a family connection here with this person. So, you know, that may be interfering with children's, you know, allotments, what it takes from children as well. That might be also what I'm feeling here. Let's see. Show me more. Okay. You have the Six of Swords coming out again. So moving away from this energy, it's interesting though, just because with the Emperor in reverse, this is telling me that the level of stubbornness that you might be dealing with, or maybe it's your own energy or that of another person, but there's a fair amount of stubbornness that seems to be here in regard to spending habits, or it may just be something where you've done something a certain way for so many years or throughout your life that it's just kind of second nature to do that, where now you have to retrain yourself so you're not like blowing money. Or if you're in regard to finances and in regard to stability, your own stability and that of your families, if you have a family, I would say monitor your spending habits, look at your own behavior, or you may be looking at the behavior of a partner. Could be a father, grandfather, but you need to change that energy, just because it's going to be something that falls within more of a self-serving energy where it affects negatively the household, your pocketbook, you know, all of that energy. Some of you also, I will say, some of you, if it's a person within a relationship where this is the type of energy that you're experiencing with somebody, especially when it comes to money, or like, you know, you're afraid that the partner is going to like blow your money and spend it in some really weird ways, or however they choose, that person may be exiting the situation, whether that is of their own accord or whether that is something where you give them the boot because of their immature ways. That's the energy that I'm feeling here, you know. And with the Nine of Swords too, it's almost as if with this energy, like, if somebody's willing to do those types of things, like, how do you salvage this? How do you make that okay? Right, Leo? Like, how do you make that okay for you, for your children, you know? Can you? Well, you can't really control somebody else's actions, so maybe they have to leave. Maybe they have to go. And maybe that's a decision that is made from a loving standpoint, you know, if somebody really needs help, you know, whether that be alcoholism, if it's gambling, whatever it is. But if it causes you to take away from your family or your children, you know, or yourself, like, what are you saying? What does that say to you? You know, what does that say to you? So let's go ahead and clarify this reading. Either way, some energy is moving away, like the toxic energy here is moving away. Show me the Ace of Swords here, please, for Leo. Show me the Ace of Swords for Leo, please. Yeah. Clarity with this person, getting to the bottom of the situation with the Emperor here. He's in reverse over here, now he's coming up upright. What's at the bottom of the deck? The Ace of Cups. So kind of what I'm feeling here. Oh, I didn't mention either, at the bottom of the other deck, for the main deck, you have the Lovers here. I'm sorry, Gemini energy. And here underneath the Lovers, you have the Death card. I'm sorry, you have the Five of Wands, and then you have the Death card here. So what this is telling me is that for some of you, and I'm sorry that this reading is a little bit more like specific, but what this is telling me is that for some of you, this person, they also recognize the type of, I guess, imbalance that their actions are bringing. So this may be a situation where this person either goes and gets help, or they choose to separate, if it's momentarily, so be it, or it may just be, it feels momentarily like they leave. I don't know if, I don't want to guess that, but it feels like they leave momentarily in hopes that it helps the situation. If that makes sense to you, it will. At the bottom of the clarifying deck, you have the Ace of Cups. So for the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Emperor here, this is as if we are communicating with somebody very clearly, getting to the bottom of what we want to achieve out of the situation. It's done in love. It's done through a lens of love and care and the desire to heal somebody, or the desire to have the situation become better for everybody involved. But it also may require that person to step away from this for a while, okay? This could also be a family member, a child, an adult child in our relationship. You know, either way, the Emperor is a very stubborn energy. Sometimes he can be very bullheaded, and also, sorry, it's so hot here. I have to have the windows open. It's gross. And I say that while I'm wearing a fucking sweatshirt. Jeez, Pisces. Fucking contradictory creatures. Okay. Show me, let me put this. Oh, with the Death card though, a transitional phase in a situation as well. And the thing about the Death card I like is that the Death card communicates where change happens, change definitely occurs, but it's a positive change. It's an ending to a certain way of experiencing something and allowing something new to change and grow from that. It's a growth period, and it's very positive. I do like the Death card quite a bit, but what it does is it helps to transform a situation so that there's less conflict within it. And I think that that's for the best. I think that whatever, if somebody chooses to leave the situation, it's likely agreed upon by both parties, agreed upon by the family, and it's done in love. It's not like falling apart, or however it is, the intention to separate is done in love. Show me the Page of Pentacles in reverse. You have the King of Swords coming through, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy. You have the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. So what this is telling me is that this could also be for your children. You're being very clear in regard to what you want with this person. You're very clear in regard to the communication and the direction that you choose to go for with. This person may need to see a doctor, you know, while the King of Swords can talk about surgeons, it can also talk about doctors, you know, that type of energy as well. Somebody very skilled that can help this situation. Show me the Ten of Pentacles here for Leo. Show me the Ten of Pentacles for Leo, please. So for the Ten of Pentacles, you have the King of Wands coming out in reverse. I'm sorry that there's blurriness there. So Emperor in reverse, King of Wands in reverse. Either way, it could be a fire sign that another fire sign you're dealing with, Leo. It could be you, it could be an Aries. But overall, with this energy, Leo, you have somebody who is very headstrong. You have somebody who's very about what they want. And if it's going against a family, again, you're going to need to allow that to separate for a while so things can get better. This person tends to be reckless. They tend to do what they want to do when they want to do it. And that can be very draining, especially on a family unit. I feel like I'm talking to somebody with a family. If you don't have a family and this is resonating, just you are just whatever resonates, okay? And if it doesn't, it's likely not your reading. Show me the nine of, okay. So for the nine, for the Nine of Swords, you have the King of Pentacles coming out in reverse here. King of Wands in reverse, King of Pentacles coming out as well. Here with the King of Swords, we have this energy where we at least have clarity. So some masculine energy here that seems... a masculine energy that seems to be out of balance on either a sexual way or a financial way. Somebody who's just kind of not doing well. They've been very stubborn in how they deal with this. It's like your energy here, Leo, is very drained by this person. With the King of Pentacles coming out in reverse, it's telling me that it's a drain on the pocketbook. It's a drain on your money, their money, and also it doesn't make for a stable relationship, especially with children, okay? These are financial worries, and with that King of Wands in reverse, it's almost as if you're scared that you're not going to be able to recover. I feel you will. For the Emperor, you have the Ten of Wands here, and at the bottom of the deck you have the Six of Swords. For the Emperor as well, remember, you have the Six of Swords as well. So this person is going away, okay? This person may be going away twice. But with this, again, I feel that this is kind of like a joint effort decision. I feel that this is something that everybody is on the table with, and that there is clarity within this. I feel that this person feels very guilty about a situation. They feel like they have burdened their family or burdened you, Leo. But yeah, that's what I'm feeling. And they're willing to go away and either get treatment for it or just figure out themselves. And again, it doesn't have to be a lover. It can be a family member. It can be a friend, whatever, whomever. Show me the Six of Swords here for Leo, please. For the Six of Swords, you have the Eight of Pentacles here. And the Eight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Some of you, I will say, some of you, this person may have a drug addiction as well that has caused them to have problems within a family situation. And they might be getting clean and sober. That may be it. This may be daunting to them, but they're willing to put in the work. They're afraid to. They don't know what the outcome will be. But here, under that, you have the Ace of Pentacles. So if this is somebody that's dealing with a drug addiction or some sort of codependency issue, whatever the issue may be, it feels like when they go through this transitional period, when they put the work and effort towards changing themselves in the situation that they have been in and also subjecting others to, what I'm feeling is if they have a new energy and health, they are able to heal themselves and they're able to have a new beginning in their health. And I think that that's wonderful. And I feel that this reading, just kind of, I mean, everything that I've talked about feels like it sums it up. I don't think that there's more to this than I can add, or more I can add to this at this time. So I'm going to leave it here, Leo. This seems pretty darn specific, and I know not everybody's dealing with, people who are having addiction issues or, a lot of stuff like that, but it could also just be really poor behavior or spending habit issues or, wherever somebody is out of control, it's affecting the others in their lives. And so there is an effort to get this person help, and they are also somebody who initiates that help. And I feel that they are willing to do that. So I wish whomever this is for wonderful luck. I wish you wonderful luck if this is your energy. And if this is not your energy, I wish you wonderful luck too. So yeah, if it was helpful, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. And if you choose to donate, there's a link in the description box below. And if you want a personal reading, you can also contact me at thealtruisticmystic@gmail.com, and you can go from there, okay? We can communicate a little bit and figure out what you are seeking. So yeah, I will talk to you guys soon, and I hope everything is well. Take care, Leo. Bye-bye.